So, my name's MilitiA, and I'm in this band called Swear on Your Life. Swear on Your Life has been a labor of love for the past 5 years, if not more. I try not to keep count. Time is not a friend to me. So, when I started this band, I just wanted, something passionate and something live and something real in the sea of phony, dishonest music and art. And whatever it was, even if it seemed like, uncomfortable or against the grain, I wanted to do it and make sure that we came from a very real place, regardless of what it sounded like or, if it fit with the popular style or whatever. Never been about that. I just wanted something that was genuine and perfect to us and raw. The band's had a couple changeovers, lineup changes and stuff like that, which is fine because everyone, their path is whatever it is, and the way that it is now, everyone that's ever been in the band has been very true and honest and devoted at the time, and if they had to move on because of marriages, relationships, whatever, that's fine, because I can just keep it going because I believe in it, and I have no choice. It's my fate to make sure that it keeps going. Okay, so we have a song called The Guilty One, and I was feeling really inspired by the Salem witch trials and feeling very inspired by women in history that have been given a bad rap for being themselves and being honest with themselves, who they are, where they come from, what they enjoy, and being fearless for loving the things they enjoy. And The Guilty One is about struggle and pain and coming to fruition with that and understanding yourself. So ultimately, the main theory behind it is, hi.
Let me interrupt you. Any reason why you're in the park?
No, we're just
shooting a documentary. Okay, so how appropriate, we were talking about The Guilty One and we got in trouble for trespassing down at the Hudson River Park. So we're right over by the West Side Highway, and I was telling you about how The Guilty One came to fruition. Basically, we just wanted something that had a raw beat, and it's kind of like my trial. I'm talking about a lot of things. I'm talking about I don't know if you do this, but I know I do. I go out of my way to make things work in certain situations that are ill-fated. And I accept that I'm the bad one, or I get labeled as the bad one, and things fall apart, and that's okay.
Go.
Covet. So, Covet is about, I usually don't like saying what songs are about because I want you to pull out of it what you're gonna pull out of it, You figure it out, but I will give you this little piece of information. My family, my parents, because I'm an only child, my parents moved down south which as an interracial couple, I never imagined in a million years that they would move to South Carolina, but they did. And a trend that I noticed down there is that neighbors and people down there are very envious, covetous of what other people have. If you have a nice house, a nice car, picture perfect family, if you look happy, if you have happiness, they're very envious. So I was always so blown away by that concept because it's something that's kind of alien to me because I'm not envious or covetous of what other people have. It's just kind of like what they have and that's it, and such is life, right? C'est la vie. But people are so die-hard for what other people have to the point that they'll rob you, they'll steal from you, they'll kill you just to get it. There's a lot of embezzlement and a lot of scandal. Things that exist down there that are like on a whole other plateau of human existence. I was like really looking to get into the mind of someone who looks at someone else and sees them and craves what they have. So that's probably the only Swear in Your Life song that's told from like a character. It's a different person. It's not me, but it's through my words and my eyes and my sound, what they're thinking when they look at you and they want what you have. Burn My Crosses. Burn My Crosses is highly misunderstood, and I knew that was going to happen, but I had to go for it anyway because I believed in it as a title and as a concept. Burn My Crosses is not some crazy religious or racist or political statement, alright? So get that out of your head, okay? That song and the title of our record, Burn My Crosses, was banned at 2 colleges because it was considered offensive by Catholics. And I'll tell you what, I went to Catholic school, and by no means was I trying to grate their nerves or make a statement that was going to piss off the Catholics. Not that that's hard to do in the first place, but it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. I wasn't saying burn your crosses, I said burn my crosses. The cross being a symbol of something that's sacred to you, you know, something that's important to you, sacred. You take to heart. And then someone in your life destroys it. It's happened to me, and I know it's happened to each and every one of you. You give up yourself for someone else, and they don't appreciate the things about you that are near and dear. And you try to make it work, but it can never work. Whether it be abusive relationships, verbally, mentally, or it's just someone that just doesn't get you as a whole, or in general. That's what Burn My Crosses is about. So, I mainly draw my influences from people that have influenced me since I was small. My muses, I call them. My muses are, for example, Janis Joplin, Bon Scott, John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater, Tina Turner, Cyndi Lauper even. I just like, I love Patti Smith, I love PJ Harvey, I love the Riot Grrrl movement. That's what Swear in Your Life is about. It's standing on the shoulders of those people that came before us It's about freedom and triumph and exhilaration and pain and suffering and rising above it, because there's so much phoniness out there. There's so much plastic. And we are never gonna be that. Ever. It's all about serving the starving class. People that are outcasts and outsiders and rebels and people that don't necessarily fit in. That's our audience.